Hello, world. We want to welcome you back for another week, another episode of I Am Woe Podcast. I'm your host, Dwayne Sutton, aka Woe. Me people, me familia are in their homes and in nice vehicles, and we gonna do what we gotta do by any means necessary. That's how we get down right here. Courtney Jefferson, host of She Talking Tea, which will be coming back next weekend for an all new episode. How you doing?
I'm good. Just exhausted. Y'all know what season it is. It's work, football, cakes. And now we got extra activities thrown in there.
Hey, no complaints all the way around. Keep it
Yeah,
busy, keep it moving.
just trying to keep my eyes open. They getting
Speaking of keep
smaller.
your eye, look, speaking of keep your eyes open, DT, keep your eyes open. How the hell you doing, bro?
Your eyes on the road, damn it.
Y'all know how it sounds. You know how it sounds when she said we got extracurricular activities thrown in there, right? Anyways, no, I'm good though. What's happening? What it is, man? What's going on?
She not trying to get her back blown. She's just talking about, having a lot of other things to do.
Hey, man, she said it. It's all good. What's happening, though? What's good, man?
Oh man, no complaints on that, bro. But man, I'm glad everybody's doing well. Everybody's doing good. To everybody who's tuning in tonight, thank you for showing love and supporting. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, or X as they call it, or whatever. I ain't doing it. Sorry. We around here is Twitter. That's what it is. Anyway, I'm like, cause on Twitter, and then when you post something, it's called a tweet. So if it's X, what you call that?
The spot.
Damn. Anyway, man. Good to be back. Y'all make sure y'all have downloaded the BWNC radio app. This episode will be re-airing 10 a.m. tomorrow morning on BWNC radio. That's 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. For those who are not aware, BWNC radio is Black with No Chaser. And that is where you come for the dope podcast and you stay for some dope music. I'm telling you right now, all types of music. R&B, hip-hop, yesterday, today, tomorrow. It's all going down on BWNC radio. Download the app that costs you nothing. Free 99. Go get that. Support your people. And even if you at your desktop, just search BWNC Radio. It'll take you right to the link to where you get to where you need to be. 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every single day, 7 days a week. It's gonna be a show from IMO Media Group. Shout out to the IMO Media Group. But we got a different show every week. And Cole, you always kick it off every Sunday morning. So anyway, now let's get to the real deal. Since we done got the pleasantries out the way, let's just be honest and transparent. DT, how the hell are you, brother?
Man, I'm doing good. I'm traveling. On the way back to Metro, Atlanta area. Had to come out here to Valdosta, but a good ride because gave me some time to go ahead and get some to keep y'all in suspense. I'll say some things in order, some ideas down on paper or whatever. But man, I'm doing really good though. Inspiration kicking in, and I'm just working, bro.
That's what's up right there, man. We know you got some things coming down the pipeline, man. So looking forward to what you got cooking. But glad that it all is well to you, brother. You're in good headspace, good spirits, man. Be safe on that road. But while you're doing what you does on the road, do what you do for this show. And we appreciate your efforts, man. Cole, how the hell you doing, mom?
I'm good. I'm good. Just excited about what's to come. And yeah, just been working, getting ready for my baby. He's going to be a senior in a couple months. And yeah, just anticipating the empty nester coming up. This time next year, I'll be almost done. But yeah, I'm just excited about a lot of things that's coming up for us. Trips. Just, yeah. My show next week. I'm excited. about that. Just been excited. That's it. I'm like actually living for once, but I'm still tired.
Still tired?
Still tired.
Okay.
Still sleepy. My eyes are a little slanted.
Shout out Five. What up, Five, man? I'm gonna tell all these kids, you coming down to the last few weeks of school, finish strong. Please finish strong. Don't waste the efforts that you have put in thus far this year. Don't blow it. Right now is not the time. Focus, study, test well, get out of there.
Yeah.
All right. Get out of there. That's all we gotta do. I'll
You.
excuse me, I'll say this. How the hell am I doing? It's been another week. It's been another week. Um, but God is good.
Mhm.
God is good. Challenges will come, challenges will go. Um, just know I'm built for more, man. So we're gonna stare them down and run through them. It's not always just about me. It's sometimes the people around me who are dealing with and going through things, and you know, that strong friend mentality that we have and carry. You know, you got to be present. Got to be present. No excuses. Um, because life hits us all, and the same way I want somebody to be there and show it for me when I'm going through. I take pride in being there for others, man. So, um, I just want to send love and light to all my people who are steady battling, steady fighting every single day, even with obstacles um, getting in the way sometimes, changes in life, things of that nature, man. Just send a blessing out of prayer to all of y'all, man. And to everybody on this panel, thank you. I love you. I'm glad that we are here to do this thing, like they say in church, one more time. Now, we gonna go ahead and get things popping from there, though. So this one, DT, I'm gonna have you really kind of lead things off with these topics because I know you kind of, if I may say, this was more your baby tonight. So we're gonna just say this one. We're gonna call this one some Planet Fitness BS. We're gonna get straight into the meat of it. You feel me? So with that being said, when we say Planet Fitness BS, DT, break it down for us, man. What went on at Planet Fitness that created such a roar?
Well, pretty sure we got the video for it, so you guys will see it. But apparently, there was a issue at a Planet Fitness where a female member went into the female locker room where there was a person of there was a guy in the women's locker room. And I say that because I don't want to call the person transgender, and I don't know if you can call them transgender if they have not transitioned. So it was a guy in the locker room who was in there shaving. There apparently was a 12-year-old girl in the locker room, I'm assuming with her mother, but this child is in the locker room, in the corner of the locker room, just covered in her towel and is not comfortable at all. So we can get the video, we can discuss from there, and yeah, this ain't gonna be the lightest conversation. I'll say that.
When it comes to that video, I'll say this: the video was actually pretty large, so I wasn't able to download the video, but I do have audio. So if y'all stay with us, this is what we got here. Y'all listen closely.
In Fairbanks, Alaska. Day 2 of Planet Fitness Saga. I came in Monday. There's a man in the women's locker room shaving. A little girl sitting in the corner. She could have been 12 years old. I don't know how old she was. In a towel, kind of freaked out that there's a man shaving in her locker room. Well, I was offended. I took a picture of him and I asked him, why are you there? You're a man with a penis. Why are you in the women's locker room? And he justified by saying, I'm queer LGB. And I said, you shouldn't be in the women's locker room. Well, I left. And as I said this morning, I got canceled. Planet Fitness is defending the man in the women's locker room, the man with the penis, rather than the child sitting in the corner with a towel wrapped around her. So people, I just want you to know, this is weird. It's not good. Good morning at 8 degrees. Fairbanks, Alaska.
So let's go ahead and hit this. Man who claims to be trans or part of the LGBTQ community, because really all I heard her say was he's queer LGBT. I didn't hear the trans part of it. But a man in the women's locker room or dressing room or whatever at Planet Fitness is shaving and fully exposed, I guess you could say, and there's a 12-year-old girl in the corner completely thrown off and uncomfortable. A 12-year-old child, female, is exposed to this, and he thought he could just explain himself and it would be okay. We need to talk about this a little bit more, because I think because of the community attached to this, a lot of people are afraid to really discuss it. But before y'all anything, I'm a father. I wish you would. I wish you would. So where are we at now with this, man? Let's just be honest about this. Where are we at? Because this is one of many situations that continuously pop up. When it comes to this bathroom situation, let me ask y'all a question. Is it time to add a third bathroom?
Yes.
Men, women, and whatever the hell you identify as, go here. I mean, does that make sense to you, DT?
I think the trouble with adding the third bathroom, what you really would have to do is basically add just a single stall bathroom or something of the sort, simply because you have men who identify as women who identify as men, and all of them, of course, safety-wise, I guess you can't say all of them should be in the same bathroom together.
Why not?
Well, because at that point, my thing is, if you have transition, so if you're a man who has actually done whatever to transition to a woman, and a woman who has done whatever, and I don't really know how much you can do to transition to a man as a woman. I don't think you can. I don't know if you can just go get one added. I don't know how that works. Like I said, I guess I would assume it's just a period one stall of your own or their own bathroom, because in no shape, form, or fashion should a child have to deal with the uncomfort of a person who has a opposite heart than they do in a space where they are supposed to feel comfortable.
Let's be real. It's just right now. Is that dick out? He's got a talent out? That's what you're telling me? That's what's happening right now. There's a 12-year-old child in the women's locker room, a 12-year-old girl in the women's locker room, and there's a grown man in here shaving with his penis out or whatever. And the woman exposed him. She said, hey, what you doing? See, I feel like this. You know how when you buy Jordans, especially back in the day when you bought Jordans, they came with the official merchandise license card and stuff like that to verify that this is real and this is this, that, if you trans and you actually go and get operated on and to alter your identity or sexual orientation, maybe you should get a card. You know, on that license where it says MF, put a T. Like, you maybe should just have to register now. That's just me personally. Because I'm like, if anything, like now y'all can just say whatever. So again, when we listen to that video, she never said that the man even said he was trans. She said, I'm queer and I'm from the LGBTQ community. That doesn't mean you belong in the women's locker room. And what is Planet Fitness going to do about it? Because from my understanding, they haven't really done much.
Well, she says later on in the video that they actually canceled her membership because she spoke out about it. And to back up a second, you are absolutely right. He never said he was transgender. He just said I'm queer. And it's not that I'm not saying this to make fun of it, but it's basically my understanding. Queer is basically like confused. Like, I don't really know if I'm this or if I'm that. But right now, it's like I'm exploring the options. That's what queer is or sounds like to me. And at that point, I don't care what community you belong to, bro. You got a full dick out right now. I'm gonna need you to take your ass to the men's locker room. Simple as that. Like, I need to get the hell on.
That makes all the sense in the world to me, dog. Now, if you go and look up the definition of queer, it means strange, odd, but that doesn't necessarily mean, you know, that you're free to roam about the country about whatever bathroom you want to jump into. Courtney, talk to me, man. What's up? We need to stop playing and pretending. Thank you.
So
this is one big game of imagination.
And that's the thing. Like, it gives it's open season for anybody to say that there's something, even if they're not in that community, and it makes that community look crazy. And my thing is, they should have their own bathrooms. Y'all okay with mixing and mingling, and you feel you identify as a woman, but you're still technically a man in a bathroom with women that sneeze into the truth, Lord. My whole thing is, why do we have to feel unsafe? You know what I'm saying? You could just be pretending to be that. We don't know. And my thing is, my comfort level shouldn't be pushed to the side for yours, because technically, if we gonna have seniority, I've been a woman since day one. And you could be mad if you want, but I feel like it is unfair to our children to be put in predicaments like this, because that child, regardless if it was a child or a woman, you walk out of the shower and you see a man, you think, oh, wait, am I in the wrong thing? But then he's proceeding like to do this stuff in front. Like, that is a lot. Like, that's crazy. And that messes with your mind. Like, you don't feel safe nowhere. I barely ever use the restroom or anything in public simply because of this type of stuff, because you don't know who's pretending to be what, and there's perverts out there that would pretend and then attack you. So I just feel like this fool is crazy.
But he's honest.
But
I give it to him. Ross says, I identify as a goddamn executioner. Maybe I don't need her. I don't need kids. I'll go into a dark place. Again, especially as a man, we're protectors. Our first instinct is, my child doesn't feel safe. I have to intercede. I must.
Yeah. And it seems like everybody is being, I'm sorry, but it's just like, sometimes in life, tough titty. You ain't going to get what you want. It ain't going to be how it's going to be. And my thing is, why do we have to conform to what you want? My whole thing is, I'm tired as a woman, as a Black woman, to always have to give up something. Like, it's getting to the point of ridiculous. Like, we have no safe spaces. Because I don't see, like, it's less harmful for y'all if a woman who is trans to a man, what's she gonna do?
It ain't about what she could do, but see,
But
you
I'm
saying
just
less
saying, you get
harmful.
what I'm saying? But do you get what
No,
I'm
no, no.
saying?
What I
It's
want to make sure
like,
you think about is two sides to this coin. See, you think about physically harming, but there are still to this day grown men sitting in prison because somebody's lied on them.
and that's it puts everybody at risk. So my thing is, if they feel uncomfortable with us saying there should be a third bathroom, I really don't feel like, because now it's starting to say like this will be at schools where we can't protect our kids. If
Oh,
he is trans and say a girl saying she's trans boy, she go into the boys thing and somebody bullies her or makes her feel uncomfortable or make them feel uncomfortable, all you got to do is say they tried to rape you. You're still at the end of the day a woman, and those boys are in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Or a trans boy pretend like wanting to be a girl, go into a girl's bathroom and do something to, it's still at the end of the day safety for them and for us. Because when you're afraid, sometimes you don't run, you fight.
that's true. I hold on, Ross says my sister wouldn't tell me where this particular daycare was. She already okay. Yes, no, but it's Planet Fitness. And again, like you said, the woman who's reporting on this, she's already said that because she reported this to Planet Fitness, they've actually done away with her membership.
Wow.
But I'm at this point now where
did they inform the rest
let me make this clear, okay? Gay, straight, trans, not my issue. I have no concerns, no ill intent, nothing behind that. You know, you are free to love and be whatever, whoever, whatever. Okay, cool. However, I'm so tired of being asked to pretend with you. I'm really tired of having to get my kids to accept that this is okay. Why aren't we fighting harder for a 12-year-old's innocence? They should not be exposed to things like this. They should not. There's no way in hell you don't come to that child's defense based on it. So all you got to do is say, I'm part of the LGBTQ community, or say I'm queer, and everything's supposed to be okay, which is what she said. The person said, no, that doesn't make it okay.
And did they inform the rest of the people?
Well, like, damn, that sounds like what's it called when you got you have to register as a sex offender.
But my thing is, when you sign up for these places, they exclusively say that men can't go into the women's area.
That's facts. That's not a rule.
Women can't go into the men's area. So at the end of the day, are they telling people that they're allowing this to happen? Because undoubtedly they're not, because you walk out the shower and there's someone there with a penis. Wait a minute, when did we become co-ed? Because if that's the point, just be fucking co-ed.
I was actually going to say that, Cole. That's the two things I had about that was, one, the level of comfortness you have to have, because the woman said the man is in there shaving. I don't know how many of our listeners or how many of you guys actually have or have had a gym membership. Prior to COVID, I had an LA Fitness membership. The amount of like comfort level you gotta have to be in there shaving is ridiculous. Like, you have to have it in your mind, like, I just worked out, man, I'm gonna be here for a while, let me go ahead and shower, shave, get myself ready for the day or something I got to do later on or whatever. Like, he finna go somewhere. You ain't shaving to go home. Like, he finna go somewhere. The second thing, which is crazy, because with everything that y'all was saying, I like recently just saw it today that I think it was Russia becomes the first country to classify the LGBTQIA community as a terrorist organization.
Yep.
So, well, when you said something about protecting our children, that is the thing that a lot of other countries are almost sitting back laughing at us about, because you're putting people's feelings above the safety of children. I feel this way, so I can act this way, and oh, okay, that's fine. It don't matter if kids see it. In fact, not only does it not matter if kids see it, hey, we're going to do things to help indoctrinate these kids into this. That's the reason why you see a lot of this stuff in children movies, in children books, in libraries at elementary schools.
But we can't learn about Black history.
Don't do it.
All right, Cole. Don't. I'll be saying don't do it to me. This show will take a ridiculous turn left.
But I'm just saying, you see how crazy that is. Something that is pure facts. They want to take out the school system and stuff that because somebody felt. The stuff they're taking out happened. The real. But you want to take out because they felt this way. And by all means, be who you want to be, but don't push it on us. Because my thing is, my reality is my reality. Yours is yours. And that's like saying you felt like this was your home. You could walk into my home because that's what you felt. And I felt like you was just going to get your ass whipped. And that's what happened. Like,
hey, man, I'm just saying, bro, at this point in time, I'm done trying to act like this stuff is okay. Not that I ever really was. It was just more or less yo, you can't be serious about this, man. You're not gonna sit here and try to tell me that this makes everything okay. It like doesn't.
Trans in women's sports. That's a damn man. It's not a woman. No matter what you change, and I get it. That's your feelings, but literally in the fighting, what is it, the UFC? That was literally, that's a man beating a woman.
Man, I can't even.
Yeah, we can, next because
people can start hating. I don't want to, bro. Say I got a crunch membership. Just pay attention to what you got going on around you, bro. Like for real, man. But no, I will just say simply, we have to do a better job protecting our children. I don't care what you feel like they need to, because okay, there are some children who go through things, have feelings and this thing. But I'm glad you mentioned that name, Dwayne Wade. Spell his name right, because his name is not spelled like mine. Anyway, but yeah, no, I'm not I'm all for children learning more about themselves, but you don't get to state, this is who officially I am. We got to stop. That child is 12 years old. They should not be exposed to that. Bottom line. They should not.
Not.
What's going on, Nat? How you doing tonight, Mom? Anyway, we're going to push on from there. Next up. Ooh. This one might get a little thick. But you know what? Straight up, no chaser. That's where we at tonight. That's the name of the show.
About to make some enemies.
Are you really?
I have no filter. I don't care. I'm good with my circle of friends.
So, with that being said, does colorism exist? So we saw a video, and again, video was extremely lengthy. Could not grab that as well.
You can really hear most of it.
It was a nice discussion, but unfortunately, it was a lot of people talking on top of each other. So we wanted to have a civilized conversation about this tonight. But there were some light-skinned and dark-skinned people all in the same room, black folks, of course, but having a discussion about colorism. And we would like to know, starting with you, Derek.
Yeah, I was about to say, don't come in.
Does colorism exist?
Hell yeah.
Elaborate, my boy.
All right. So, if you know anything about the history of Black America, what you know is that at one point, during slavery, of course, there's basically a put the lighter against the darker against the lighter, whatever phase. The reason why I bring that in particular up is because one thing I have always stressed to people is as the old word says, the Africans that got on those boats are not the same that got off those boats. When you took those black people and you turned them into slaves, basically the first thing you did was you erased everything they ever knew. So I always liken it to a computer. If you take a computer and you completely erase the computer, from that point on, anything and everything the computer knows is basically what you put into it. Its entire memory is now based on whatever you upload. What was uploaded to us was a hatred of self, and a hatred of those who, in essence, conspired against us. And the way you would get the conspiring against us is you would take the lighter of the people, say you're better or you're treated differently or whatever than the darker of you guys. The crazy thing about this is if a light-skinned man and woman and a dark-skinned man and woman walk into a building full of white people, 4 niggas just walked into the building. That's literally how it's looked at. They are not going to say that, hey, well, there were 2 darker black people and there were 2 lighter black people who walked into the building. No, it's all black people have walked into the building. It's that simple. That's the way they're gonna look at it. That's what it is. The fact that that's something we fight over is actually a disheartening thing. It's very much so real. It's very much so real.
I have a different take. I ain't gonna say I agree with what you're saying. There is definitely colorism. But I do believe that there's a little more to it. It's a deeper dive into it that I think we need to examine. But Cole, jump in here, mama.
Well, I mean, being the brightest one on here.
See, I didn't say it.
I'm just joking. But there is, and it's always been, you're not black enough, or you must be mixed with something. Like, I can't just be black. So my whole thing is it's stupid because we don't know what each other has gone through. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what it is to be a darker skinned black woman, but I know what it is to be a black woman. We're still discriminated against. We still have issues like the next. And I don't know how she feels. She doesn't know how I feel. And her perspective seems like life is a little bit easier for me. But in reality, you don't know because you're not me. You get what I'm saying? And it's always been just the dumbest conversation because my sister is a beautiful chocolate girl. My sister, I love my sister. And it always used to break my heart when people be like, y'all can't be related. Why? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's my sister. Like, that's my sister. Like, that's all I know. Like, my father's side, my mom's side is mulatto. Like, they high yellow. My father's side is more dark. They're darker skinned. It just always felt crazy people would be like, oh, you can't be related to them. I've had people try to think I was talking to one of my cousins because they couldn't believe we were related. It's just weird. I think it's dumb. It's like, we're all black. Get over it. And I get it. Some people, and I feel like sometimes it's within yourself, because I know some beautiful black women, like my aunt, chocolate. Baby, chocolate is as all get out, and don't care what you thought. She was the most beautiful thing in the world. She carried herself. She didn't care what nobody thought and what anybody said about her. So that's my thing. I really feel like it's something within us, and we got to stop letting them put us against each other.
So I'm gonna say this real quick. I do want to see. Ross says, speaking of, I haven't met a dark skinned woman who enjoyed being dark skinned. Kind of weird to me, but I understand, I guess. I'll say this. Courtney, where you're going, I completely I get it. I do. I get it. My thing with that is, this is where I said I think it needs to go deeper. I do believe our people have insecurities about our skin complexion, whether it be dark or light.
Mm-hmm.
On both spectrums, there are insecurities. And due to the insecurities, we tend to speculate and assume, which I hate assumptions because I know where they can lead you. Assumptions always can take you to a place that isn't even reality.
Yep.
For you, in mentally, it's always a possibility. But if it's not real, if it's not the reality of a situation, you have now placed something and stamped something on someone that doesn't belong. So that's why they assume light-skinned people experience this and have to go through that, and you don't know what it's like to deal with this and this and that. Those are assumptions based on your perspective, but in the other person's shoes, like you were saying, there are some things that come along with being light-skinned that a person of dark skin will never have to deal with. Like being told you're not black enough. Always questioning your bloodline. Clearly somebody was touched in your family. You never heard that before?
Oh, yeah. Oh, your mother must be a nigga lover. Love that one.
Damn. That was rough.
Yeah, it's
Damn,
what you got to have white in you. Black people don't have good hair like that. And I'm like, what? Yes, we do. I got a whole family with people with good hair.
Both my daughters get that at their young ages. Both of them get that. And y'all have seen my kids, of course. I have two very dark-skinned little girls.
Yeah.
And my wife and my children are told all the time, oh, your daddy must be Indian or something. Or he must be something like
Arabian.
Right. Nah, buddy. I'm from Georgia.
You can hear even the way he say it, bro. But I get that, and that's why I said but I think it's our insecurities that lead to assumptions, and they make things worse on both sides of the spectrum. But colorism is real.
No, it is.
We gotta stop that shit.
Hey, that's one thing, like I say all the time, like I'm always uplifting Black women. I don't care what shade you are, because we are some beautiful creatures. We are a beautiful creation that God made. Like, it's just something about Black people in general, man, woman, light, dark, medium, whatever. We are amazing. Like, I've, like today at my son's game, seen this beautiful, like brown skin little boy, but he had beautiful green eyes. Like, we come in so many different shades and hair textures and eye colors, like gorgeous, like just beautiful creations. It's just beautiful. Like I love up on my my great niece.
Well, there is a truth behind a lot of this that even we don't like. I think us as people, we don't all accept. And what it comes from is the fact that our view of each other or our view of ourselves is seen through the eyes of basically our oppressors. So
Say that again.
um, what basically what it comes down to is the lighter you are, the more non-threatening you appear to those in power. The darker you are, the more threatening you appear to those in power, unless they can find something in you that they can connect to. For instance, there's actually I think his name is Godfrey, the comedian, just did a Shannon Sharp interview where in it he talks about the quote unquote foreign black people. The guy from the Snowfall, Idris Elba,
Damson Idris, something like that.
All fine.
the guy from Judas and the Black Messiah. These particular actors, and they have an accent that is seen as non-threatening to white people. So that gives them something to connect to, even though they're all dark skinned. So it's the truth. The truth behind it is, yes, the lighter you are, the more non-threatening you appear, and the darker you are. Hey, I gotta find something to connect to for me to connect to, for you not to appear threatening to me. However, when it comes to us, when it comes to black people as a whole, I can't fault Courtney because, well, she's looked at as non-threatening. That's not her fault. That has absolutely nothing to do with her. And I can't be mad because with my darker skin, I'm looked at as threatening. Again, what we tend to do is we take the mental hangups of our oppressors and place them on us as if we've done something wrong. We're not the issue. Courtney and her lighter skin is not the issue. My darker skin is not the issue. The issue is that no matter what we look like as black people, those who are in power, our oppressors feel they have a complex with us in the sense that they don't feel worthy, no matter what. Okay, that's your issue, not mine.
I'm gonna say this because we definitely got to push on. This is something that we have got to start doing as far as healing within our own community. Mm-hmm. Black is beautiful, and it comes in many different shades and variations. Derek's black. We are actually all three different of us, three different complexions, but every last one of us
are all different shades.
But you are my people, just like he my people. Even though we have a direct bloodline, we all from the same community. We are the same people. We just, like I said, come in different variations. But we've got to learn how to introduce these things and make sure that we find healthy ways to introduce these things to our children, from your dolls, because I've seen the experiment where they would ask the dark-skinned child or the black child, well, what's considered beautiful? And she picks up a white doll.
I think that's more so back in the day, like, to be honest with you, there was never really access to dolls our color. I could tell you that right now. Like growing up, they really didn't start making dolls our color. Period.
No. My sister had them.
They just recently did that experiment again, Cole. It's still the same.
I would have
Literally,
picked that.
it's still the same.
I wouldn't have picked that damn white doll. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. I would have probably picked the damn G.I. Joe.
That boy said big black news. Okay.
You gotta remember part of that that experiment and why it still exists today is because go look at how many black dolls you can find that actually are a representation of anyone that you actually see. A lot of your black dolls, like a lot of your black dolls, there are very few that look like just nice dolls, like your regular white Barbie dolls. But most of them, if I'm being real, they look ratchet as hell. As to say, this is what black women. This is the representation of black women.
But
it's colored hair. It's colored hair. It's
blonde hair.
Ridiculous clothing.
Yeah.
Like they literally have a baby doll right now that comes with a BBL, and I am not bullshit.
Wait, what?
Oh
yes,
no.
They have baby dolls, right? They have dolls. They have dolls, not baby dolls. I'm sorry. They have dolls that are black dolls that literally come with the implants for a BBL, because that's the representation for black people.
Look, we're gonna put a pin in that, man, because we've been going at it for.
That just gave me a headache.
Look, I just want to encourage us to see past just color and understand that your people are your people, no matter the complexion. All right, whether it's dark, light, mocha, caramel, whatever, we all still people of color. We all still black, or however you identify. The black Jews, either way it go, we still from the same communities. We are still the same people on the same. All right, man. And that's gonna start from down on. Now, if you want to talk about appropriate conversations you should be having with your children, that's one of them.
I'm teaching them to love themselves.
Do that, please do. It starts early in life. Anyway, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll come back right here on the I Am Woke podcast. This is I Am Woke podcast on BWNC Radio. And when we get back, we have a bit of an announcement for y'all. Yeah, stay with us. Stay with us. We'll be right back here on I Am Woke podcast. Don't go nowhere. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you back to the I Am Woke podcast. I'm your host, Dwayne Sutton, aka Woe. We got Cole, we got DT, and we have a damn announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, Hattiesburg, Mississippi, get ready. It's going down May 4th. You ain't got no choice but to with this one, man. May 4th, I Am Woke podcast will be in the building. We will be in the building. Why? Because it's called the Hub City Sneaker Ball. Handled by the 522 Enterprise is going down. They have hit us up and they say, hey man, we need a platform. This year's theme is encouraging and promoting awareness and growth and evolution amongst Black men, and your podcast fits the narrative. Guess what? We coming, goddamn it. Hattiesburg, Mississippi, May 4th is going down 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Link for tickets will be on the Instagram and Facebook page bio. Be looking for that. The link will be there, and the access code, of course, you already know, is I Am Woe Podcast. Ross said, if you see a homeless guy, that's me. Nah, Ross, man, come through. I need you to get cleaned up, my boy. I need you to get cleaned up, man. Actually, yeah, a few members of an I Am Woe Media Group will be in attendance. So you're gonna see me, you're gonna see DT, you're gonna see Cole, but we're gonna have a few more people up our sleeve. I Am Woe Media Group will be falling through, and Ross, we expect you to be there, my brother. Anyway, man, but definitely want to give a shout out to DC, man, Daniel Cook, for just the invite and for believing in us. And we are going to come through and have a great time, but we expect people to come through, show love. Black men, we are coming for you, because we also want to encourage not only the generation that we are from, but even the younger generation. That's really where it's about mentorship, all of that. We want to pour into our community. So Hattiesburg, I'm coming home May 4th. Meet me there. Like I said, tickets will be available. You'll see the links on our Instagram and Facebook pages. Coming soon. Yeah. How y'all feeling, man? Y'all gonna get dressed up, Courtney? I know you excited.
I'm gonna comb my hair and put on a dress.
Courtney bringing the wagon. Y'all gonna see we wasn't lying.
I hate y'all.
My boy say, nah, I clean up just remind me, but when you done? I'm not hitting no gym that weekend, sir. Sir, not that weekend. You know what's happening after that? That Sunday is Cinco de Mayo. I'm trying to find some chicken tacos and some beer somewhere. It's gonna be live. And then I'm gonna get on the highway. It's gonna be live. Cinco de Mayo the day after. Shh. Fool. Be a whole fool with it. Anyway, man. Hub City Sneaker Ball. Come through, man. DT, how you feeling about it, man?
I'm looking forward to it. Although I hate dressing up. I'm just more of a hats and shirt type of guy. But it's all good, man. Something a reason to dress up. I'm all for it, and especially for such a we'll say prestigious event, man. It's an honor to be. It was an honor for them to just actually think about us and invite us. Like you said, it's for those who are new to the show or new to the platform, man. It kind of culminates what the vision Woe had, and when he brought me on, and what we were looking to try to do, bridge those gaps between Black men and the people we come in contact with. So to be looked at as someone who can, or a group that can do that, is most definitely an honor. So, I can dress up for the night. I can do that.
Hey man, we gonna get clean. We gonna step out Big Get style. You feel me? We gonna step out. I ain't gonna lie, like I said, man, I got my red and black J's. I got it all set up, man. Ready to roll. That's how we going down. But y'all come through, show your love, get your tickets, man. It's going down Hub City Sneaker Ball. Looking forward to an amazing time with some amazing folks, man. Don't be shy. You got to come out. It's for a great cause as well, man. Donations are needed, except, man, because again, we're trying to pour into the community. You feel me? Got different organizations for young men. Mentorship is basically the focus. So, with that being said, we're gonna push forward, man. But definitely want to just make sure y'all see one more time. Hub City Sneaker Ball and I Am Woe podcast collab, May 4th. We'll be going down there at Cochran Center Grand Ballroom, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Man, I'm looking forward to this, man. Anyway, man, now we got to push on because we got a few more things. Cole will actually jump back in a moment, but she had to step away for a sec. But now this one right here, man. I know this one was near and dear to your heart. It's been near and dear to a few of us, man. This man said, I'm leaving him hanging. Hey, man, I'm not doing no gym. But you come out, man, Paul. I'm telling you, bro. Come represent with the media group, bro. Come do your thing. Put it on a nice little suit. Throw you some Chuck Taylors on or something, Ross. Just walk up in that thing like Debo. It'll work. I can see it. It's already there. But anyway, man, on this one right here, we got to get into a little bit right here. Because it's been a lot of talk around one young Candace Owens. And Derek? He tried as hard as hell to hide that smile. It ain't working. But Candace Owens. It's a black card revoked, my guy, because it seems like now that she's all of a sudden out and she's speaking on behalf of black people and trying to speak power and uplift and this and that. But we know she's done some damage for a few years now, speaking against us, talking down on us. What do you make of it, man? What do you make of this run that she's having?
Well, let's put everything in context here. So, I think it was the Daily News. Candace Owens was once employed by the Daily News, and that was for a couple of years. We all have heard some of the things that Candace Owens has said. Some of the more controversial. She said something very touchy about the now deceased Miss Breonna Taylor. That she was, I don't think it was her exact words, but Candace basically said like she was a drug dealer. She spoke against George Floyd. She spoke disrespectfully towards a number of Ahmaud Arbery. She said some very messed up things.
Vile.
Now, here's where it gets interesting. She said all of those things about black people. Never got in trouble. Never lost her job. Nothing. She said something about the Jewish community. They fired her ass before she can get her drawers off.
Hey, you can go out of there.
And I mean just that. Before she could get home and get in the shower. Yeah, Miss Owens. Can I call you Candace? Yeah, you ain't got to worry about coming to work tomorrow. We got somebody else.
Nat said she's talking about she finally free and support her on her new platform for $77 a month. $77 a month.
Goodbye.
That was most definitely her words. She is finally free now.
$77 a month.
Here's why this was such an issue amongst black people. For those who don't know, Candace Owens passed. I believe this is when she was in high school. She had an issue with some white people in high school, which caused basically the NAACP to come to her defense.
They did. They had death. Wasn't it death
And
threat?
yeah,
They called it the N-word. Made some death threats. Was like basically, if we see your nigga ass around here again, we gonna kill you or some shit like that. It was wild.
Maybe for a white guy.
and basically what happened is
And currently
she turned around. She turned around and y'all know we keep it real on this show, so I'm gonna do just that. She turned around and shitted on the same people who came to her defense, who helped her, who stood behind her. And now that you have said something against the Jewish community, have gotten released from your job, you want to come back home and expect for black people to stand behind you.
Hey, one thing you better learn about black people: we do not forget who took the time to shit on us. We don't forget that.
We could be our own mammy.
Now, you know what, Walt? I'm very glad you said that, because there actually lies my issue with this entire thing. Candace Owens said some messed up things about black people. She wants black people to quote unquote forgive her, accept her back home. Oh hell no, forget you. You did this and said this. Ain't nobody studying your ass. Okay, cool. I have no issue with that energy. Here is my issue. Dylan Roof walked into a church and killed a whole bunch of black people. And we said, I hope God forgive him. Get the hell out of here. Kiss my ass. No, bro. No.
Midgets.
No. You are absolutely right. And actually, the great David Banner talks about this. Black man kills a black man, your whole entire family say, y'all better go ride on that nigga, y'all better go get him. White man kills a black man, Jesus said turn the other cheek. So what's going on now? I'm confused. What's happening? How this work? How we do this?
Let me tell you something, bro. I don't care what you say. You go into a church and shoot it up, especially with the intent of targeting black churches, black people.
Knowing everybody, grandma's there.
Let me make this real clear to you, my guy. If you don't understand, they talking about what he needs to be forgiven and yada yada yada. Let's make this real clear. No misunderstanding.
I don't even care no more. All y'all going to hell. My wife is going to hell. My kids is going to hell. You are going to hell.
Straight to hell. And I ain't gonna be the one to judge you or condemn you or whatever, but I'm sorry. I mean, unless you can sit yourself at the throne of the feet of God himself and beg for mercy day in and day out for the rest of your life, repenting day in and day. Bruh, that was a lot. That's hatred in your heart for a specific people. Ain't no way. You're going to hell. The Bible said it, not me. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Anyway, but I Candace Owens, the hate, the vitriol, the poison that she spewed.
That's
That's when he draws on. Matt lighting it up over him.
Can I say something?
Dude,
you know how Derek said that baby must have did something to her. You know what I think that baby did to her? It made her realize no matter what color that child's father is, your baby is black. The world gonna see that child as black. So now she's trying to make sure that her children have a community. We ain't got no problem with your kids. I ain't got no problem with her. I don't care. Like, she gotta repent for her own sins, but I really feel like that is why she's changing. she knows her children aren't going to be seen as anything but black. And especially, did she have boys?
I don't know.
And the thing is, when they say, guess what? They say karma, that bitch don't miss. So at the end of the day, she probably repenting for all the shit she did, because sometimes our sins don't affect us. They affect our children. Because when she was saying all the shit, she ain't had no children.
You ever been watching those action movies and you see somebody who's an accurate shooter, all of a sudden they shoot and they don't hit, and the person turns around and goes, "Huh, you missed."
No, we didn't.
No, I didn't. You don't see the big picture, but that's cool. That's how karma is. Karma, like, you think I missed you. All right, cool. She needs to continue to stand on board. I'm gonna tell you what's happening
right now. That she ain't gonna keep talking the bullshit if she ain't get paid.
I think she had a wake-up call when she got pregnant, and everything about her childhood and everything she experienced. Because at the end of the day, you take away all the politics and everything else, she's still black. Well, before she got that platform that she had, she was just another, that's how they view her. And now that you have a child, remember I told you, your children are basically a piece of your heart. They are your heart, just standing on two legs. Yep. They're outside your body on two legs, completely unprotected. And then you realize how vulnerable you and them are. And I think that's what's happening. She's pregnant. Oh my God, my baby, even with this white father, is still going to experience the things that I don't want that for them.
Yeah.
So now you want to walk it back.
Yep. She put an extra target on their back.
Let me tell you something.
Not from white people, but from their own people.
I wish her well in her pregnancy. I wish her well in her future endeavors, but stay away from me and mine.
Motherhood is the hood that's gonna fuck her up anyway. That is the hood that will break your soul and then try to hug you.
You can talk on her new platform. No backsies, Candace.
What you got? I'm gonna say something that's probably a little controversial.
When do you never?
Be quiet, Courtney. I understand. Don't have to like, don't have to agree with why she was doing what she was doing. I understand it.
Wait, what? You talking about before? When she was spitting all the hate and
like I said, I understand. I don't have to like nor agree with it. And I don't. But you put yourself in a position where well, you know this because you know how I am. I relate everything to sports, movies, and music. Think about like Arthur Smith. You tied your ship to Desmond Ritter. You goddamn better sink with him there. You ain't got no choice. You told everybody he was cool. You sunk with him. No problem. The job you had, Daily News, whatever, they decided to fire you. Cool. I'm not saying that you cannot come back to you cannot come back to the black community. The reason why I say that is because there was some things that she said, which in all actuality for me, that was the bigger issue, is you said some things that were true, that actually made some of us like, okay, so there's still a little bit of blackness in you, but you continue to sell yourself for that damn check.
So I think that's the bigger disappointment for me, and the reason why I say you can say whatever you want to say on your platform. You can do whatever you want to do and talk to whoever you want to talk to, but just don't talk that bullshit to me. Move on, because you're not ignorant. You're right. You're not ignorant. You're not blind. You're not naive. You know. You've been there. You experienced it, and yet you continue to push that BS. There's never been a president more divisive. What up, Five? There's never been a president more divisive than Trump, and you jumped on his jock like that's your man. You all up and down in his lap, and not only for him, but you rode against your people. It's one thing to be for him. If you're paid by him and part of the staff and this and that, cool. Get your money, baby. I may not agree with your politics, but get your money. But then to shit on your actual people, rotate on them.
Well, again, I personally feel like, because if you come back to this community with the acknowledgement of what was done, and being able to, in essence, apologize really profusely to us for that. I'm not going to completely throw you away because she's too knowledgeable. She's too knowledgeable.
She gonna sit here. I know this much. She can't make public appearances. Black folks is ready to jump on her ass like
Leaping
this.
over the defense table and the judicial bench, landing on top of the judge, sparking a brawl with.
Head first.
It's gonna take a minute before we take her back or accept her or whatever. But I think eventually we will, because that's, I mean, and if I'm being real, that is the pattern of Black people. But like I said, for her, she doesn't necessarily have to be the spook that's sent by the door. But I can treat you that much. I can pull as much information out of you as needed until you are no longer useful and I can discard you. But that's the position you put yourself in. Like I said, you cannot throw away a person who knows the game plan of the other team. You cannot do that. You gotta use them for what they have.
I'm gonna say this before we push on, because outside the whole Candace Owens thing, Black folks, I'm not here to tell you who to vote for, what to vote for. I will say this: don't be stupid.
Do your research.
Do your research and don't vote just because historically this is what we have done. See, like I said, I hated how Black America came for Ice Cube. Well, Ice Cube said, I'm willing to listen for the betterment of my people. And folks say, well, because you want to sit down and talk to X, Y, and Z, oh, you a sellout. No, he's not. See, here's the thing. Over the history, we've been assumed to be this. Your Democrats say, well, we assume y'all are the Democrats too, so because y'all liberal free thinkers or whatever, and and so we got y'all vote. Don't worry about it. But wait. Us Black folk, Black folk, we need to talk to y'all. And they was like, we'll talk later. But no, we need to talk to y'all. Go ask your mom and them real quick. You know what that means. When your child come to you, you think go ask your mama or go ask your dad. You know what that means.
Yeah.
That mean a hell no, but I ain't gonna be the one to tell you. Let your mama tell you. And
sometimes you just got to choose the lesser of the evils, because at the end of the day, it's gonna be one or the other.
But that's trash too. But that's what I'm saying. Like,
but I'm just saying, when
let's just be.
They're sitting there saying, "Oh, I gave you these checks. That was our money."
Bro, that man literally. All I'm saying is, if I have, do I really deserve to be in office when I can look here in this camera right here? This one right here. Okay, yeah, if I don't get in office, blood will be spilled. All right, okay. And if you think the blood spilling gonna stop it, it's just gonna be just strictly a political thing, they gonna come for us. Oh, okay.
Especially because we keep changing the state of Georgia, boy.
But the other dude looked in the camera and said, if you don't vote for me, you're not Black.
That's ignorant. That's ignorant. But this dude right here, man, yeah, he did. That's why I said it's all. I'm gonna be honest with you. We don't have a real dog in this fight. We don't have a good choice,
man.
But I just want to make sure we don't put the country in somebody's hands who gonna burn this thing down to the ground.
Everybody write me in. I'll be y'all president.
But no one wanted to go vote and instead went to homecoming. So that's what I'm saying, man. That not voting junk is stupid. But then just voting strictly because historically this is what I voted for in the past, stupid as well. But
No, you
also
gotta-
voting for someone just because they put a couple of checks in your hand don't make sense either.
And
So really,
also, it's not just the presidency that you need to vote for. You need to vote for the smaller stuff. Because
that part.
the House is the issue. It really ain't who's above, because they don't really run shit. It's like,
Come back even because here's the thing. The part when it comes to any kind of election that we need to take seriously first is within our own communities. Those are your local elections. Those are the most important elections. And then from there, you got to understand
those are the only elections that you choose.
That's one. That's it. The what roads get fixed, where parks are laid, where money is spent. All that's decided by your local elections and the people you choose. If you don't know who you vote for in your elections, God help you. But anyway, but I know you can have this president, but what the thing about the president is it doesn't matter if the Senate isn't in place to help. So for instance, you can have whatever a feeling you have about Obama, but he had no help from that Senate.
Sure. That whole house was against him.
They was almost, y'all want chicken for dinner? We want ribs. Okay, all right.
Literally, the sky is blue. No, it's not. It's green. What the?
Anything that man said, pledged, whatever, they was like, we're going the complete opposite. We just do not like him.
She said, I'm gonna raise y'all.
That's not true. That's not true.
What's not true?
It's not true. It's not true.
What's not true?
Not true.
What's not true?
Anything he put forth, they won't back him. No, they didn't, bruh. This country hate black people. They hate brown people. They most definitely hate immigrants. How many immigrant laws got passed under President Obama? You know why? Because the immigrant community, the Mexican community, Hispanic community, gave that man a $30 million check. You know why black people don't get shit? You ain't wrote a check for a damn thing. You just go out and vote.
Wait. See, that's a whole different thing now. Again, that's why I said.
No, it's really not. Because when you say they wouldn't allow this or they wouldn't allow that.
Well,
no, they allow certain stuff. Exactly. That is the whole point.
But
that is the whole point.
I'm not talking about
politics.
That's my.
That is the whole point of politics.
I'm not talking about.
That is the basis of politics.
But
that's the basics of politics, though.
Listen. Calm down. At the end of the day, it's always an agenda, regardless if you think that he has something to do it or they had something to do it. They playing all of us. It don't matter who it is. There's an agenda because you think about it. It's always something like if he's going against this, the House will let this go through. So then when the other one come in, he can revoke all this stuff. And look, he's changing the stuff. So now we're gonna get this. We're gonna get that. They're playing the people against each other and screwing with y'all. Like
because the country is a republic. Because the country is a republic. The Pledge of Allegiance goes, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic. It's a republic. It is not a democracy. It is not what you think it is. That's why I can literally tell you, you can research this shit. Politics is money. That's all it's ran on is money. Remember, Hillary Clinton won the damn election. And they said, nah, you didn't. Wait, what? How she didn't? She got all the votes. That's what we've been told. Is the votes is what counts. No, you don't.
Who handed the vote to the election to Trump?
And all you got to do is go back and look how much money was given to the two of them. It took President Obama $1 billion to win that election. Nobody else could come up with that kind of money. Nobody else. Look at how much money Hillary Clinton had for her presidency. Look at how much Trump had.
I understand that.
Politics is money.
I mean, that is the
reason why.
The basis of
that is literally the reason why you have a book called Powernomics by Dr. Claude Anderson that explains this perfectly. I mean, perfectly to a T. And this is a person, Dr. Claude Anderson is a person who ran elections for people. It's amazing what a book could do for you.
But I mean, I think there in every aspect of life, it's all politics. And it's all about who has the fatter pockets to make something happen.
That is true.
And
exactly.
That's in sports, that's in schools you go to, that's in jobs. It's literally we gotta figure out the loopholes to get around and do what these people are doing. The system, everything is it's a game. It really is a game, and you just got to figure out while they're playing chess, we got to stop playing checkers. Like, or we out here playing double dutch. Like, I don't know. We playing Monopoly and these motherfuckers on a whole nother board. We just need to figure out what game they playing and play it better.
The crazy thing is, Cole, they playing checkers. We literally just don't know there's a game being played. Because it's the easiest shit in the world. We just have not yet realized, oh, this is a game. They're playing a game. And they're playing a very easy game. Checkers, double dutch, Monopoly, whatever you want to call it. The easiest game you can think of. Pick up sticks. Hell. Goldfish. They are playing a game. Meanwhile, Black America has not realized that there is a game being played. Therein lies your issue.
But I said that. That's why I said I didn't appreciate what they did to Cube. Cube trying to put folks on game. They didn't want to hear.
Get all
they just heard, oh, you want to sit down and talk with Trump. Oh, you want them now.
I thought that was Steve Harvey.
Ice Cube. And we all know the history behind Ice Cube. Folks still came for that man as if his resume wasn't enough. That man ain't just out here just turning on these people like that. We always get lied to every election or either dismissed. Talk to us after that's actually what he got told. He said, I want to sit down with both parties. He said, I asked to speak with the Democratic Party, and they said, talk to us after the election. And then the Republican Party approached me and said they wanted to talk. Here's the thing. We know they don't give a damn about us, but they need our votes. So they'll say, well, what you need? What do you want? What can we do for y'all to get y'all votes? That's it.
And the thing is, they might slip up when they're talking to you and tell you something that you're not privy to knowing, because some people get cocky in their ways. So my thing is, it is good to hear both sides, because like my dad says this all the time. There's his side, their side, and somewhere in the middle is the truth. You'll figure it out, but you have to have the full picture.
That's all that is. That's all I'm saying to it as well.
And what you said, Cole, is actually it's funny and it's very true, because you said some people get cocky. That's exactly what the Democratic Party did. They got cocky and said, oh, we'll talk to you after the election. To say you'll talk to me after the election basically says, we know you're going to vote for us.
Vote.
So
exactly.
We'll discuss it after the fact.
That means we've been dismissed.
That's the most disrespectful shit.
We don't even need y'all. Like, we know we got y'all. We'll talk to y'all later.
We ain't got to talk to y'all yet.
And that's the part. They still ain't came back to the table to talk. Bro, we're in a whole nother election year now. So that's why I'm saying we have to do a better job of finding out what benefits us, because at the end of the day, no matter what y'all want to be, what you want to say about this and this and that, there has not been anything in place to really benefit Black folks.
No, there's never been anything in place to benefit specifically Black folks.
Black people. As much as we been screwed over in this land, nothing.
40 acres and a fucking mule.
That ain't happening either.
No, but I bet we make some shit out of that, because Black folks, boy, we could build amazing things out of nothing.
But look, we can go.
Gumbo, goddammit.
We can go on and on with this right here. I'm gonna pull back on this one, and then we're gonna end this show because we have one last one to get into. Okay. Now this one we're gonna have a little fun. For those of you in relationships or marriages, there's been a question that has been posed. Young man recently on a show came out and he said him and his wife have a disagreement on how often they should have sex. And he wanted to know what is considered a good compromise. So the question of the night is, how many times a month is enough? And when we say how many times, we're talking sex. So the gentleman who spoke, he said 21 times in a
That's
month.
how many he wanted or how many they were doing?
He said that's a good number.
Oh, okay. Vagina. Okay.
And so
Did he say that was a good number, or did I thought he said that's where they are right now is 21 times a month.
No, he said that's a good number. He didn't say that's what he had.
Okay.
She does not need to be heard. But anyway, so he said that's what he feels is a good number. Because she asked, well, what do you feel is a good number for how many times a month you have sex? And he said 21. And everybody in the crowd, woo, you know. And so she said, well, what's the number that your wife says? And he said, my wife says twice, 2. She said, well, okay. Well, then you go by the person who has the lower number. That's a hell of a compromise. He says 21. She says 2.
Fuck that. Whoa, that ain't no compromise. That is not a compromise. What that lady said, I was like, no, you won't know. No. We're not doing that.
Ross, you
We're
say
not
4
doing
or 5 a month? That's like once a week.
That's not bad. I'm just saying that's not bad if that's depending on your schedule. No, I'm saying if your schedules, but that's not what I would do.
Hey man, I'm gonna be honest with you. We be busy, and the kids be doing their thing, and life be doing its thing. And at the same time, I'm still like, I don't want to go like less than twice a week. I can. That's rough. Less than twice a week.
Okay, so of course, first of all, let's go ahead and put the I guess if you want to call it the disclaimer out that considering both parties are healthy. All right?
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, there's 7 days in a week. If you ain't got no kids, I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck how busy your schedules are. If you don't have no kids, I don't really see a reason why you not at like 3-4 times a week. I'm just being honest. You ain't got no kids, and y'all sleep in the same damn.
Whoa.
Exactly.
Well, goddamn it, we got 3 kids. So
I see why.
When we didn't have kids,
healthy 30.
Yeah,
when we didn't have kids.
Hey, but see, that's the thing. So I mean, but here's the thing. You saying there's not a lot of us out here who don't. I mean, there are some, but they are definitely in the minority. They just say sex is cardio, stress reliever, persuasive device.
Amen. I used to be
so
the chicks kitty. Some chicks can't handle the work, if you know what I mean. Some dudes can't either. I'm gonna be real.
So like I said, that's why I say
in our genetic code.
If you don't have kids, I don't see a reason why it's not 3 or 4 times a week. It's 4 weeks. It's 4 weeks in a month. 4 times a week. That's 16 times a month. Now
I'm gonna be honest. If you say twice a month to me, get away from me. We breaking up. Either we breaking up or we gonna have to be like the lady. I think I sent y'all that video. She was saying my marriage there is no reason whatsoever for me to lose my marriage and my relationship because my sex drive isn't what it is. So she allowed third-party intervention because she understands her husband's sex drive is still high. I'm not gonna lose my man.
She tagged somebody in.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. She got a whole family. You're not gonna have everything that you built up in your adult life fall apart because your sex drive don't match. Now, some people would say, I'm gonna let don't let your pride get in the way. Do what you gotta do. If sex is not enjoyable for you as a woman, it definitely ain't enjoyable for us as men. Ladies, we know. We know when you don't want it. And I don't want it either. I don't want that. I do not want your don't want sex having ass. We feel the resentment in you. We feel the anguish. Like all you waiting for it to hurry
Okay.
up and get it over with. I
Well,
don't want that.
okay. Now also you have to put in that if that time of the month, especially depending on how that makes her feel. That's a good 5-7 days. You ain't getting something sometimes, depending on how bad it is.
That's why I say, and that's why I said I think he was. I know he was going to that 21. But I still say life ain't gonna let you have 21, my boy. Life ain't gonna let you have it for a month. If we being honest. Wait a minute. Janet just brought in some times, not days. So she like 3 in 1 day. That's still
so okay.
But if we
Explain
being honest, if you can get 10 for a month, you're doing good.
Okay, so is a time considered when y'all both climax or
Huh?
God, I don't want to say. Okay.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
No.
This is a safe space, Courtney.
No, Courtney, it's not. Because if you are a guy who knows what he's doing, she might climax 4 or 5 times in one session. So we can't go off that.
Because that's what I was about to say. Because
yes, that's what I said. 4 or 5 times.
Climax is a time.
Okay, so once he does,
because I know somebody who hits them double digits easily.
I'm not asking her.
No, I'm just saying. I'm telling you straight.
Ask her why she say that.
She get what I'm saying. That's why I said, because I feel like when a man knows your body and he does what he does, I could have my 21 times.
Right. I work on at least a 3-to-1 ratio in my house.
So I'm just saying, are we going on your times or mine? Because we'll hit them 21.
It's probably like a 5 to. It's probably like a 6-to-1 ratio over here. Like
that's why. Well, that's why I said at least a 3-to-1 ratio. Like at least. If I ain't got no kids around, this might.
And I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah, by the time I hit 3, we might be at 21.
I was saying, once I hit number 2, that's a ride right there. That's a ride right there.
What Cat Williams say? You might want to wrap your hair up this evening.
Wrap your hair up? What the fuck?
You might want to
just fix it later. Who gives a shit about that? But okay, so can we say, are we just counting intercourse? Like,
wait a minute, my boy said angry booty. You need to what is angry booty? Is that anger sex? Is that what you?
I was about to say, please elaborate.
Yeah, we need to know what anger booty, anger sex. Is that what you're referring to, bro?
I mean, what the yeah, what is that? But so are we counting just that, or does oral count as a time too?
Nah.
Like, okay, I'm just asking.
Oral counts just as a release.
Okay, so that's like an appetizer.
Oral is a pop tart. That's not breakfast. That shit don't count.
I'm trying to get the parameters, because some like quickies and full on love making or fucking in.
But all quickies count. Quickies count.
He said anger sex. Yes, because as long as once the guy finishes, that is session 1. It is done. That is a session.
Angry sex sometimes.
And quickies count. Go ahead, Cole.
Angry sex is not as fun for both parties sometimes.
I don't like angry sex.
Because I'm like, bitch, I gotta get up tomorrow. And if you want to hit this again, I suggest you don't fucking break it.
See, my thing it did, like, angry sex or whatever.
Sorry,
I mean, like,
not
that thing said she. But no, I mean, like, it's It's cool until you realize
I'm driving, Cole. You gotta prepare me for stuff like that.
So it brought me back to a place. It brought me to a place. I was like,
That
woo,
was saying, bitch, if you want to hear.
God dang. Like
no.
that shit ain't fun when your stuff swell up and be hurting because this motherfucker out here acting like he banging a goddamn pot. Like I don't need an exit hole. This was an entrance. Like what the fuck, dude? God damn, like
I'm trying to get to the other side of this
put ice on your vagina. What the fuck? Talk about you like that? No, bitch, it hurts.
Okay. I'm gonna have to pull over. Oh goddamn. Ouch. Oh shit.
When you fuck up, then gonna beat my ass because she ain't gonna get her 30 times.
Oh goddamn. That girl said this is an entrance, not an exit.
Ross said, I break this. No, Ross. Hell no, Ross. I'm telling you right now. If you go to a chick house and you break her bed, you ain't never coming back. Ooh, unless you can buy her another bed.
My goddamn expensive bed. You better be a handyman. And
unless you can pay for a new bed. And I'm talking about immediately. She ain't never letting you come back.
That's why we get on the floor. You ain't fucking up my shit.
Hey, I'm too old to be, I'm too old for carpet burn. I will not.
I'll lay a comforter down. Shit. God damn.
Nah, these knees ain't. Anyway.
Who said you gotta be on your knees?
Shit, look at you. Yeah, a time is official once the man does.
Okay, because I was about to say.
Oh no. Because if it's based on the woman, 17 of them was done that night. That's right, though. So
yeah, I was about to say, especially when a man knows his woman's body, it's just have the oxygen tank and the water and the breaks in between. Because I'll be like we gotta bring when that top lip start going numb and you can't think, and you please, sir, let her breathe, let her catch her breath.
Did you say top lip go numb?
Yeah, like I'm not speaking from experience. I'm just saying something.
I was like, top lip go numb.
You lying? You done damn near bit a hole in your lip before. That's where that comes from.
You probably have a panic attack. You know how like all this kind of like starts numbing out and you feel fuzzy. Oh, maybe it's just me. Okay, never mind. Proceed, y'all. Okay, I'm not talking no more. I'm getting myself in trouble.
Derek, you ever had somebody say their top lip going numb?
What did I say? Thank God for knee pads. Yes.
No.
Yes. Ex-football player there. Okay, AJ.
I ain't never heard nobody say their top lip go numb. You start on the bed, floor, standing up on the counter, in the shower. I be here. All right, Ross. We get it. You watched a lot of porn, Ross.
That's on vacations when you got those nice big showers. You got to go to work tomorrow. You can't slip and fall, baby. We got bills.
Sex shower is dangerous. I don't give a shit what y'all say. It's experimental, but you're gonna find out that experiment can go wrong.
Yes. What the
hell, Janet?
What is that, Janet? Is that a?
I don't know. Look, but anyway, having fun with that. I am gonna ask one last question to the woman on the panel because I thought this shit was funny. So a young lady came out and she said, I don't care what y'all say. 6 inches is good enough. She said, I don't care what y'all say. 6 inches is good enough. It's good enough. Anybody trying to go far beyond that 9+ range, she said, you trying to damage your hole.
I mean, if you got I mean, if you can't ride the ride, then baby, don't get on it. Each is own. Like sometimes you got to work your way up to get all of it, but that don't mean you got to put all of it in at one time. I'm just saying.
I just thought, I saw black women come in.
But I know, but listen, okay, so I'm gonna say this. I know. Why did I say I know? Okay. There are some men that are well endowed, but don't know. So there are some men that have nice boats, but they don't know how to work the waves. Like they have yachts and they're moving like they have tugboats. I'm just gonna say that, because so having all them yardage doesn't really do much for you if you don't know how to use it. Each hole in each boat, each dock in each boat is different. You can't put a tugboat where a yacht used to be.
Shit. All right. With that being said,
You put a yacht where a tugboat used to be.
some
Woo,
folks
them
do not
walls are
want-
loose. Got to rebuild that deck. They got
You
surgery.
gotta know how to work it and listen to your partner. Point blank. Period.
Lubrication.
I'm gonna tell y'all like this, bro. Some folk, I believe it's some men out there that love their dick more than women do,
And I just need men to know.
and they
y'all
don't take the
dicks
time
ain't
to
cute.
really learn a woman's body.
Dicks and vaginas aren't cute. I don't know where anybody thinks
Yet,
they're.
I done seen some
Some
pretty.
people got vaginas that look like cut up meat, roast beef.
What you not finna do on this show is because we love
And
pussy
naked
here.
mole rats
There will
running
be
around.
no pussy slander on this show.
Oh God, I was about to say something else. Okay. We're
See
not
what
all
you
pretty. I'm telling y'all.
I know they not. I ain't gonna lie to you. They
Okay,
not all
so
pretty.
that's why I be looking like when they be like, I'm like, why does it look like? Why does their stuff look like that?
But your perspective is different from ours, so we gonna leave that alone.
I was about to say
Anyway.
something, I'm gonna say, just know.
Mm-mm.
I'm comparing to what I see, and that don't look right over there on them TVs from what I see.
I'm gonna tell you like I told Ross. Chill out on the porn. Anyway, man.
I don't watch porn. I just seen a couple.
One thing before we do anything else. Once again, Hattiesburg, Mississippi, stand up. There will be a collaboration between the Hub City Sneaker Ball and the I Am Woe podcast. We will be in the building May 4th, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, Thad Cochran Center at the Grand Ball Room. It's going down. Can't
I got
wait.
3 outfits.
This boy says Subway Code.
Are you gonna change through the night or something, Cole? Like,
Yeah, I might do one for the red carpet, one for the interviews, and one for partying. Damn it, I can't choose.
this?
Shit, I don't get out much. This is gonna be my 40th, my 41st. I'm celebrating Mother's Day, all of it that night. I'm about to be pretty as shit. I'm gonna even make sure my hair do some different shit where I can put it up, take some of it down. I'm about to have 3 looks in this bitch.
And before we get out of there, I'm being honest with y'all. Hattiesburg, I need a recommendation. We need a nice place where we can get some good tacos and beer for real. Cinco de Mayo that Sunday. I just want to hit that before we get on the road. That's all I'm saying. I need a good
Thank God I
recommendation.
don't
Let
drink.
me know. Huh?
What?
Get you a virgin margarita or something. But
Well,
you gonna
somebody-
enjoy this.
If we all ride together or adjacent, I gotta make sure y'all get home.
Oh, we gonna get home, baby.
Oh Lord.
We all coming with
Jenny,
drivers.
we
too,
about to
so-
be partying. Fuck these kids. Oh, I love y'all kids and my kids.
You know what? With that being said, oh my God, I love
Damn
this
it,
so much.
is Jay watching? Look, is Jazz watching?
Anyway, with that being said,
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap it up, B.
Yep, especially
It'll-
if you having sex 21 times. Wrap it up.
you
Or you gonna have a lot of kids like Derek. Huh?
I got 3.
That's
I
a
got
lot.
3.
That's a lot.
Yeah, ain't
One
a lot.
game away from beating you. I know somebody with a lot. Wrap it up.
Hey man, what's it? Coda homie. Yes, she is, bro. She is woe as well. DT, any last words from me, brother?
Nothing for me, man. Y'all have a blessed week, though.
That's what's up. Cole, any last words from you?
Just get ready for this Saturday, the day before my handsome son turns 17, for the honest tea coming from DT. That's it.
New episode of She Talking Tea coming down this Saturday. Y'all get ready. And of course, I am Woe. Y'all be ready, man. All Things Undone will be back with a live episode tomorrow. You might even see me on there with Jayhawk and Granny. You never know, man. But anyway, shout out to them, man. Shout out to Breaking Barriers. Shout out to Dee Dee, the Core Queen, Randy, or excuse me, Elaine Dillon and Dillon's Dive Bar. And the sports, UGSK will return soon. That being said, on behalf of myself, my counterparts, DT, Co, I am Woe, and this has been I Am Woe Podcast. Peace to the God, man. We out this thing. Y'all be easy.